which is the impossibility of reason. Replay.
World simulation has provided some very interesting data. Starfleet Command wants to expand on what we've learned, and the latest simulation should help with that. Your participation in this simulation is important, though the subject matter may be sensitive. We're asking you to step into the aftermath of the battle at Pryor's World. You'll be dealing with the actions of Ja'ula and her forces there under extreme conditions. Good luck.
Alright, let's accept that. And then there was Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm auto-navigating because it's right next door, right here. Let's begin it.
Baran's in trouble. Those Klingons won't stop until she's gone. We need to get in there before it's too late.
That would actually be awesome, Trooper. Especially out in sector space. If you if you're zooming about in sector space and you ram into a star or a planet, you get exploded, and actually take some damage on the ship, like you do with advanced and elite Qs when you die. The salt would be wonderful. Although salt is very bad for me. But it would be wonderful. Red alert, all hands to battle stations.
Mayday, this is the USS Baran. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
We're en route.
Ah, you come to save your comrades. Honorable, if not foolish. Come and save them. If you have the courage to stand in battle against true Klingon warriors.
Well, it had some good points. Except the facial animation, that, yeah. I don't understand how they flubbed it. They flubbed it really bad. I mean, you have games that are probably 10 to 15 years older with better facial animations, among other things. Yeah, you're right. My face is tired of talking about Mass Effect Andromeda. Let's continue.
That's a car! Looks like he didn't run far after Ja'ula beamed him out of prison. What? No good deed goes unpunished? Now, if I'd listened to the warden instead of saving a car, this wouldn't be happening.
That's part of the fun, Trooper. Accidentally transporting into a star. Well, they would have to fix, especially in Akura, fix it so you don't, go into sector space and you're immediately in a freaking star or planet or something getting bumped aside. Continue.
Best you could back there, Ellen. Commander. A car's responsible for his actions, not you. Let's focus on doing what we can to help the Baran.
Agreed. Helm, let's give him something else to shoot at. Oh, hello. Like you're right here. Why don't you come along? Just follow. I should have restocked some of my devices.
Like we picked up some more Klingon attention.
This is a Baran. Our shields are buckling.
Incoming hails from the Baran.
We're losing essential ship systems. Now would be a good time.
What? The warp core! Someone's triggered the self-destruct. Oh my god! Baran! She's gone.
let's get this last guy. Why is he slanging out all the way over there? Slow ass Klingon.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Just taking my time killing them.
Let's shield fail.
Alright, status update. Any second now, status update.
Scan the area. Escape pods. Did she launch any escape pods? If anyone got away, we need to find them before the Klingons do.
Looks like at least one escape pod launched. Launched? Man. Pick up the escape pod.
Sick bay's reporting in. Captain Lorca needs extensive medical facilities. More than you have on board your ship. We need to get him to a starbase or to Starfleet Medical.
Easier said than done,
I
Commander.
understand, Captain. The ion storm is getting worse and Pryor's world can't be left undefended. But if you can spare just one of your shuttles, we'll get him there that way. Please? He's going to die if we don't do something, and I can't let that happen.
Lunchtime. I am a little bit hungry. Hey there, Sphinx. Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Did the audio thing not go on? You know what? I forgot to restart the bot. Ah, that's why. It's fine. There we go. That's better. I have Captain Lorca secured for transit shuttle bay, prep for launch. Yeah, so I do have a stutter and a lisp sometimes. So you guys gotta forgive me.
We'll reach the edge of the storm soon.
Did I stutter? Yes, I did.
I've had a lot of days better than this one.
Enemy vessel on sensors. They're targeting us.
Take evasive action.
They're firing to disable.
They want us alive.
Shields are gone. Impulsive failing.
Get us on the ground, Commander.
Crash positions. Brace for impact.
Yeah.
Any landing you can walk away from, huh? Tricorder isn't showing any serious injuries. You'll live. Atmos breathable, but this is a Class P environment. The cold doesn't kill us. The Klingons will. No way they're gonna let us go now. We need shelter, and fast.
Alright.
Damn.
Sounds like a good idea.
Reminds me of some of the places my family dragged me to for a vacation back home. You really haven't lived until you go camping on Andoria. Makes this place look like Waikiki Beach.
Lol.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Ensign. But those of us who didn't grow up on an ice moon aren't as amused. Emergency survival protocol. Break out the gear and supplies and find shelter. I don't want this weather finishing what the Klingons started.
Yeah, I'll check the emergency compartment on the side of the shuttle. Fetch the supplies. Supplies.
Cave systems up on that mountainside. It might be a good place to set up camp. Maybe even a distress beacon. I can use the shuttle's emergency transporter to send Captain Lorca and another person there. Get them out of this wind and cold. It's only good for one transport, though.
Yeah, let's do that and head for shelter.
While I'm thinking about it, we lost some pieces of the shuttle while we were coming down. Some of that might be useful here. We should keep an eye out for anything we can easily salvage.
Understood. You better go with Lorca. We'll catch up with you. Let's beam him over.
They made it. Takes guts to beam into a cave with an emergency transporter mostly held together with wishful thinking. Now, we just need to get there ourselves. The old-fashioned way, on Shank's mare, through a frozen wasteland. You take me to all the best places, Ellen.
Let's get out of here before the Klingons show up, or worse, far from orbit. Whereas number one's got the jacket, but I guess my hologram doctor does not need it, which makes sense. It would have been funny if they actually gave him a jacket.
Should we worry about leaving tracks that the Klingons can follow?
See those ice formations? Temperatures get high enough to thaw, then refreeze.
So, the snow will probably melt enough to lose our tracks in the next few hours.
Right, and if it stays cold and humid, we'll get more snow anyway.
Good news. Now we just have to worry about finding our way out of here.
Yeah, well, actually, not really. Even if there's a blizzard dumping snow down, you'll still be able to track.
Wait, see those mounds of snow? Some of them are just going to be light powder, but some of those were built. Watch your step. There might be life forms in those, and they might not like unwanted guests.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
Team, my tricorder says there's a piece of the shuttle manifold near your position. Grab it if you can, okay? We could really use it.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't say Kerwin here. I would have shot you. We'll get that component. I'm Canadian and we get a lot of snow. Why are they all coming after me? Like tons of people here. My other question is, why is there always bugs? Why is it always bugs? It's always like scorpions and spiders and other bug-like aliens everywhere we go. Why can't they have like cute fish aliens on this planet? You'd be right, cute fish aliens on this planet. And they'd be under the water, away from us. We're on the surface, they're underwater. Won't bother us at all.
We got your widget, Kerwin. Never mind the beasties.
Sorry about that. I wonder if they were staying close to it for warmth.
Good work. Keep it coming. We're gonna need a lot more tricks to survive.
Wait, am I heading in the right direction? Yeah, okay. I missed the path or something. But that's fine. We're still headed in the right.
I was wondering if we'd see any. Here they are. Look, geothermal activity pushes heated water up and forms those bubbling mud pools. I wouldn't recommend taking a dip. Scalding.
Yeah, I got it.
Kerwin here. I'm picking up another piece
God
of debris.
damn
near you. Looks like some live circuitry survived thanks to a Duralloy shell. Can you grab it for me? Thanks.
It's not an obvious spot. Probably somewhere among the geysers. and worms. These worms get everywhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going. Alright, we got it. Let's get out of here. Those worms and scorpions. Boy. We're probably gonna have
You see that? Over by the rocks?
more scorpions here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's another piece of the shuttle.
What are these marks in the ice? Tracks of some kind?
It's big, whatever it is. Let's not wait to find out more.
I agree. Let's just book it.
Never thought I'd be happy to see a cave, but here we are. I can almost feel my toes again. This was a good choice. Defensible position, adequate shelter, picking up some water inside as well. I'm able to cobble up some fortifications by carving out some rock.
It's a start. Where's Lorca?
Looks like they're a little deeper in the cave. If I know Kerwin, he's probably hard at work cobbling a warp core together out of rocks, a hypo spray casing, and a belt buckle.
Thanks, Chief. Let's find it, shall we? Yay, okay. Let's check on Lorca.
Captain Lorca's life signs are stable for now. His medical unit is functioning normally, and he didn't suffer any further wounds during the crash.
At least he's still alive.
Some good news for a change. Nice work, everyone. Let's set up camp. Kerwin, see if there's a way to send a coded distress beacon. To Pev, we need to know if there's anything we can use to survive around here.
Alright, I need to run to the bathroom real quick, guys. Don't go anywhere. It'll only take like 1 minute. Less than a minute. Be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Patel and I can start setting up camp with our supplies. I'll reheat that rock. Alright. And my cat is meowing outside. Number one, or doctor, that's not a good spot to stand.
Cozy for a while.
Where's Grumpy? Grumpy, if you're around, send me that audio file. He's not around. Alright, talk to Lorca.
Listen, I have to count on you. Landry's competent, but this might be too much for one person to manage.
We're in this together, Captain.
There we are, and we have to be prepared to fight. You and I both know it's only a matter of time before the clip. Call if it comes down to it.
Meaning?
You're dealing with Klingons. There's no room for weakness. The Vulcans know this. When you face Klingons, act from a position of strength whenever possible. When they come, you need to be ready to hit them hard. Give no quarter.
I'll be ready, Captain. I fought Klingons before. I fought lots and lots of Klingons before. Wait, where's the accolades? There should be one for Klingons killed. They need to improve this, by the way. Wait, I thought I saw kills. I thought I saw Klingons here. Oh, I need to kill more Orions. Klingon rebels. Klingons. Alright, there should be... Never mind, let's keep going. I'll be ready, Captain. I fought Klingons before.
You have, but not like this. You might find yourself in a situation real soon where doing things by the book won't get the job done. And people depending on you will die, understand? Trust your instincts when it comes to that, not the regulations. Be prepared to make the hard call.
You know, Sphinx, if you work under the assumption that your traits are gonna fall off and they actually stick, then you'll be like happy. And if they don't, they fall off, you won't be disappointed because you were expecting it. You didn't think of that, eh? You didn't think of that. I thought of that. Huh? With due respect, I believe we can be true to Starfleet values and survive.
Check in on the rest of the team. They need to stay motivated.
It's not luxury accommodations on Ryza, but at least the cave's secure. We need some more food. If something indigenous proves to be edible. Our emergency rations will get us through a few days, but that's all.
How are you holding up?
I'm here. Watching the Baran go. That was a hard hit for all of us. Lost a lot of friends up there. Right now, I think we need to get warmer. This cold's taking a toll, even in the cave out of the wind. Maybe Kerwin can figure a way to insulate the walls a little.
Make sure to get something warm to eat. I'll check the others. Kerwin.
Good morning. I'm still working on this transmitter. It's pretty banged up, I'm afraid. If only we had some more spare parts, but I'll make do. And to think, I was considering becoming a holonovelist before I joined Starfleet. Good thing I picked up a few skills with transmitters and recorders.
Is there anything I can get to help?
Well, if you're serious about going out in that cold again, keep your eyes peeled for metal ores and deposits. Anything with magnesium, sulfur, or other reactive ores. Stuff like that. Stuff we can burn. Speaking of ores, we could also use magnetic or radioactive ores. Those I can use for primitive power cells.
Any manganese? No? Alright, never mind. Alright, I'll keep my tricorder handy. Who's left? Him.
I'm mixing up some nutrient broth from our supplies. Not the best smelling stuff, but it'll keep us alive. We're gonna need a lot of calories in this weather, so we should try to find more food if we can.
I said him, but I'm assuming because Andorians have actual 4 biological sexes, so I don't think him and her are among them. Anyways, do you think there's anything edible here?
Well, we've already seen some wildlife. We're likely to find some edible fungi or mosses in the caves, maybe some root vegetation. I don't know if I'd want to nibble on anything more complex. Contents could be dangerous to us.
Let's hope it doesn't come to scavenging or trying to eat those giant worms. I'd prefer vaporizing them, to be honest. Oh, talk to Landry.
Doing the rounds, eh? Making sure your team's ready for what's ahead? Good call. I'd do the same. What's ahead? Yeah. Not a lot of good news there. Stranded on a frozen rock, no rescue in sight, and the sky belongs to the Klingons right now. Klingons! Beginning to wish I'd never laid eyes on them.
And we're still in one piece, and that's what counts.
Good point. The captain's still alive, and Umna, Commander Patel, is still with me, still with us. Starfleet trains us to deal with adversity. We'll figure something out. For now, let's see if we can scrape what we need to survive from this rock while we're here.
Yeah, you can cool it with those death flags. We already get the message. Come on, let's get moving.
Losing the Baran was hard. I don't have much left. But I am ready to fight for it. For them. My people from the Baran, they're my family. Starfleet, they give us tools and training, sure. But the most important thing that they give us is each other.
Aww. For a second there, I could see the 2D sprites of the weapon fire. And I'm using
That
actually.
should be enough. Let's go.
Right, exit the fumaroles. Where are we headed to? This way. That was an oops. Return to cave.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Big monster! Very big! I'm pretty sure I know what made those marks in the ice now.
What is the name of this thing? A cocky what? Cosaitan.
We better hope none of those come to visit the cave.
Or Cositan. I'll go with Cosaitan, because Kakitan is kind of like weird. Let's head back to the cave. Probably comes from the word cocutus.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, good. Wait till you see what I've done with the cave.
Oh, it's like nice and warm and stuff. Ah, here.
What you
Take
got
your
there?
damn supplies.
Andesite? Ah, indium. We can use that. I'll take those off your hands. The indium can give us some power. Just don't loiter around it. It's radioactive. I can probably use the magnesite to make some explosive charges. You know, just in case.
That sounds good, actually.
Explosives. In a cave like this. That's not one of your best ideas, Kerwin. Even if we don't collapse it on our heads, we'd probably trap ourselves. We'd be stuck, unless we could burn a new way out with our phasers.
You have a point.
Sealing off the cave entrance and finding another way out is superior to being devoured by those ice creatures you mentioned. Put the explosive near the tunnel entrance. See if you can rig up a remote detonator. Better to have the option and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Continue.
I should have just enough parts to make a short-range radio detonator for the explosives. I can work on that while someone else sets up these canisters. With the magnesium as an accelerant, and some of the gelled thruster fuel from the shuttle, they'll go up once a charge is applied to them.
Let's place explosives. But yeah, explosives and enclosed spaces like caves are not a good idea. Generally speaking, explosives are not a good idea. Like, you want to use them against your enemies because they're really kind of they're worse for your health than smoking. Let's put it that way.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece. Judging by the looks on your faces, you didn't come back empty-handed. That's good news. Come and have a seat, Ellen. Got a reasonably smooth rock, nice and heated up for you.
Explosive. Worse for you than smoking. We found some useful material, yes.
Looks like the best rock in the house, too. Thanks, Emma. You're always looking out for me. Okay, let's talk next steps. Kerwin, we're gonna need that transmitter real soon. We've bought a little time, but not much. This cold's not going anywhere, and neither are the Klingons.
All good points. Time is not on our side here.
You're not wrong, but consider. We survived the Klingon ambush, and a crash landing, and those things that tried to eat us, whatever the hell they were. The captain's still with us, and we have each other. Remember, we're Starfleet. We can't give in to despair. When times are worst, that's when we need to rise to our best.
You're right, we can't let these hardships grind us down.
Agreed. Let's not lose sight of what matters the most here. Okay, everyone, get some rest. I know I'm beat. Please tell me we have some more of that moss around. I need to pad out my thermal bag. It's keeping me warm, but this cave floor is doing a number on my back.
I think we can manage something, Commander. Camp for the night. Day 3. And let's talk to this Kerwin over here.
I think we're in business here. The distress beacon's operational. It actually works. I mean, it's ugly and full of hacks, but we can send out a distress signal with the beacon now.
Excellent work.
Hold on. If we use the beacon, won't the Klingons receive the signal too? If they're still trying to find us, they'll know exactly where we are once we turn that on. This cozy little cave will be crawling with Klingons sooner than any of us would like once that happens.
Is there any way to mask the signal?
None, unfortunately. We turn it on, and it'll be out there for all to see, friend and foe alike. We're hoping that Federation ships at Pryor's World will hear it and respond before the Klingons do. It's a risk, but one we need to think about taking soon.
We'll need to be ready for the Klingon response as well.
Agreed. They know we crashed. And unless they gave up the chase, they're still out there. And they will come running the moment they detect this beacon. Count on it. So, we need to be ready to deal with them, and buy ourselves enough time for Starfleet to get here and extract us from this godforsaken ice ball.
The cave's pretty defensible.
To a point. They'll eventually bottle us in and use grenades or chemicals. We have to make it too costly for them to hunt us down. Catch them before they catch us. Ambush them.
Risky, but we know the terrain.
Here's the plan. They'll beam down at the shuttle wreckage and start searching from there. Their teams will eventually track our route, so we hit them on the way. We'll ambush them at the snowdrifts, then fall back, fighting our way towards the cave. Make them pay for every meter. We don't have to stop them, just slow them down long enough for Starfleet to reach us.
Yeah, let's give these Klingons a little payback.
Let's take position by the fumaroles and make the Klingons come to us.
Alrighty, I'll run back out then. Ambush the Klingons at the fumaroles.
Remember, the Klingons can be beaten. Meet
Yeah.
them with strength. Seize every opportunity. Give no quarter. Fight hard and fight to win.
Checkle Mastiffs! They're hunting us!
Apparently I cannot beam down my security team. Interesting.
We should get to high ground and try to hide. Catch them in the rough terrain.
Okay, not that way. We're talking about here. Okay, I see it now. Streamer eye, I'm sorry. He's looking at the different thing. Taking up ambush position.
Get behind cover. They'll be here any second. Everyone in position?
Ready.
Affirmative.
I see them.
Wait for my signal. Let's give him hell.
Let's see if my guys know they're dead. Are the drones even doing anything?
Keep up the pressure!
Push Klingons from above, that's what we're doing. I get the feeling the AI is not doing much. Oh, there's a worm there. Oh, he didn't. Oh, there he is. He did get turned into a drone. All right, come on, guys. Let's get on with it. There, like, there's a there's a hidden timer on this, isn't there? There we go.
Keep firing! Hold the line!
Vaporized, lovely. I love that.
Oh, that was close. You alright?
Get down!
Kerwin, no. Oh no. Poor Kerwin. Fall back towards the cave. I guess Kerwin down. I guess Kerwin here is not going to become a. It's not going to become a meme.
We'll dig out on the hillside by the rocks.
What is this? Holographic James Curland. Oh, geez, man. Damn it. Fine. We'll just respawn. I'll take a look at that in a second. God, what the hell's killing me so fast? I'm injured to heck and I haven't been repairing my stuff. Just bloody die already. Oh, we did vaporize one. That's good.
Fall back to the cave. We can't let them reach Lorca.
We won't last long out here, even in cover. The cave's gonna be our best option soon. The rest of you should be ready to fall back to the camp. When that happens, I'll dig in here and cover your retreat.
Negative, Ensign. We can't afford to lose anyone else.
Sound tactic. If something goes wrong, you're gonna want someone watching your back. Keep the pet in reserve in case you need to withdraw. Think like a Klingon. Consider every weapon at your disposal.
I'll make sure you have the time you need. Keep the captain safe. Tell my family what happened here. Tell them I fought for them. And for the Federation.
Good luck, Ensign.
Which one of you wants to die first? Ha! I thought you Klingons knew how to fight!
I give you a warrior's death, Andorian. It is better than they will receive.
He was pretty badass.
Since you're back, I assume that the Klingons are on their way. Give me a phaser. I'll be damned if I go down without a fight.
If you're sure, Captain, good luck. Oh, wow. Freaking Klingons are one-shotting me.
am gonna kill you.
It seems I have you cornered.
Shield losing power.
It's those grenades of theirs. I wasn't even in range of that grenade.
But your captain is.
With lunge?
He will not enjoy his time as a prisoner of the Empire.
Alright, can I get this down? And where am I? This was lit up briefly for a sec. My,
My troops will deal with you. Jolly choke!
put the turret down. Alright, here we go. We're at the end.
They smell blood. They won't stop now.
I think it's time we use those explosives, Chief.
Do it! Seal off the entrance! Damn!
I know that look. What's wrong?
Kerwin had it.
What?
Kerwin had the remote detonator.
Make another one then.
No parts. We used everything we had.
Give me options, Commander.
Yeah, running a little short on those, Captain.
Can we shoot it to set it off?
No way. You'll just fry the whole package.
Something with a tricorder then.
Maybe? I don't know.
What the hell?
What are you doing? Come back!
This is the only way. Has to be done manually.
Wait! No! No, you can't!
I love you, Ellen.
Always.
Always.
Amna, where are you? Can you hear me? Amna?
Landry!
Amna, tell me where you are! Please. Come back.
Commander! We need to get moving.
No. No, I'm not leaving without her.
She's gone, Commander. On your feet, soldier. Do not let her sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah, the infamous honorable 30 versus 1. Klingons actually don't have any honor. Better than waiting around for those Klingons. Make a hole. Melt the back wall. Well, I suppose some Klingons have some honor. But most of them, or a lot of them, are more treacherous than even Romulans. Come on, where's Lorca? Let's get this mission over with.
It'll take a while for the Klingons to make it through the rockfall. Let's make sure we're ready when they do.
Yeah, we don't seem to have many options left.
Dead end. Give me options, people.
Photon grenades. Breaking through.
Klingons don't give up the chase easily.
Let them come. I'll take as many of them with me as I can.
Lorca here?
Captain Lorca, thought we'd lost you.
Not from lack of trying. My people and I need immediate extraction.
Ask and ye shall receive, Captain.
Ready to leave when you are.
Personal log, Commander Ellen Landry. She's been gone for months, and every day I'm reminded of her. I even have her job now. Chief of Security. I took it to honor her. To continue her work. To keep people safe. The captain's recovered from his injuries, mostly. His eyes don't handle the light very well. But like me, he forges on. This war, the Klingons, they've taken so much from us both. For me, for the captain, only duty remains.
Long-range sensors are picking up Klingon raiders in this sector. Ready for a little payback?
Always.
Yeah, badassery. Let's claim these rewards.
From what happened on that moon, to be sure. Ja'ula's willingness to sacrifice large numbers of her forces to get what she wants comes to mind. Her ruthless determination is bound to be a problem, and soon. The fanaticism of her troops and officers shouldn't be taken lightly. A great number of those forces came with her to this time period. I think we all have an idea of what to expect if we meet them in battle now. For many, the fate of Commander Landry is something of a cautionary tale. I prefer to remember her as an officer who remained faithful to her captain and crew until the end.
Let's collect that. And let's see if we can jump into the next mission. Episode Secrets. Investigate a Federation science station that recently went out of contact. This is an interesting one. Is it possible to make a Jew science boat out of a Tal Shiar adapted battlecruiser or destroyer? Yes. You can make a Jew science boat out of any science boat. But the adapted battlecruiser, it still has the same, the T6 one still has the option where the commander can be any doohickey that you want, right? So instead of having a commander engineering, you can set a commander science on there. Not sure this destroyer can do it. I'd have to look that up actually. Or if someone has, someone probably can answer you a bit quicker on the thing. But yeah, the battle cruiser, if you can still turn the commander into a science commander, then yes, you can turn it into a Jew science boat. And quite a hefty one at that. You can put like dual heavy cannons and shit on there, and make for a really nice burster of a Jew science boat. Investigate. It's not meta, by the way. It's definitely not meta, but I would do it. It's something that I would do actually.
The arrival of House Mokai forces from the past is a cause for concern. Ja'ula is a controversial figure, and we need to handle the situation with caution. The wrong move could spark an interstellar incident, and after recent events, that's the last thing anyone in the Alliance needs. I've arranged a simulation for you. I want you to experience Ja'ula in action. Get an idea on how she thinks and fights. You might be facing the real thing soon enough, and I want you to be ready if that happens.
Alright. A prototype photon torpedo launcher. Interesting. Let me take a quick look at the wiki. Label ships. And it'd be a cross-faction ship, right? The Kineas or Kline adapted battlecruiser. Yeah, you can definitely set the commander as a science boat, as science. Well, it already has a lieutenant commander science. And you put the commander as a science. It has four. Oh, it has only four science console slots, but that really wouldn't hold you back too much because you'd use the tactical seats as, or the tactical consoles as well, for universal consoles. It does have a cloak, which is a normal cloak. It does have weapon system efficiency, so it will be a heck of a side U-boat. Yeah, pretty much. Orangitis, 6 temporal abilities, 3 psi, enough for a grav well. On the Sagittarius, yes, you are correct, that works as well. But the adapted battlecruiser, that actually would make for a really interesting side U-boat. It would be better if it was a 5.3. And then you can run like 1 torpedo and 4 dual heavy cannons on the front. It is a 4.4 though. It's a little awkward, but it could be made to work. Alright, secrets. Proceed with caution. Go to the Delta Volanus Science Station. Which is where on the map? Delta Volanus. That's a bright little tail there it's got. You can still make side U work. It's not going to do as much damage as a side torp, which are kind of redonkulous at the moment with their things, but you can very easily, very easily get over 100k DPS. You could probably push like into the 200 or 300 range if you know what you're doing. Right, let me see what Jimmy Clan sent me. A holographic James Curland. It's a bridge officer. That's actually hilarious. Thank you very much for that, Darth Vapor. Let's begin secrets. Looks like no one's done this mission in a while. Get that cold start up. Come on, gerbils. So those of you new to the stream, by the way, W Red, welcome to the stream. I forgot to say that to you earlier. Those of you new to the stream, Cryptic doesn't have hamsters running their servers. They use gerbils. Cost-cutting measures, you know. Delta Volanus is just ahead. We're picking up some damage to the station sensors. Looks like they've been in a firefight recently. Helm, take us in. Could be Klingons under cloak nearby. Might as well scan this because this is gonna be annoying. Oh, trying in the middle of the fight, trying to press buttons, and that pops up. Yeah, that would be bad.
Glad you were in the area. Some Klingons just appeared out of nowhere. They can do that now, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, the whole thing was terrifying and strange. I mean, they shot at us, did some structural damage, knocked some sensor pods out of alignment, and completely ruined my latest experiment. But that's it. They had us, and they just left.
Yeah, there's still actually, I think the majority of the patrols out there are still not on the list. So there's a lot of systems out there that you can check out. Though for screenshots, the very best to clean it, like if you're doing a screenshot of a ship or something, and you want a really clear view, then the Dyson Sphere is probably the best. You'd probably want to go to the Fleet Spire on the Dyson Sphere. The other spot that I absolutely love for screenshots would be the K13. Yeah, K13 Fleet Holding. That's really a good spot to. Or the other one. Hold on. The research base. I think it is. It's one of those two. Yeah, it was the research station. The Fleet Research Station was really nice for the screenshots. I guess K13 would be as well. The Farah. Yeah, I have so much bad feelings about the Farah. It probably is actually a good spot for screenshots in space, now that I think about it. There's a lot of clutter in the space, though. How can we help here?
Our tractor beam is offline. Actually, it's a fried little puddle of sadness, but offline sounded better. If you can, could you use your ship's tractor beam to move our sensor pods back into position? I'm sending the coordinates over now. That'd really help us get back to our research here. I mean, these gaseous anomalies won't analyze themselves, am I right?
Right, we're on it, Doctor. A lot of those old maps were actually pretty huge. I guess they still are.
Sensor pod beta is online again.
Like, I remember the map for ISA was actually really, really big. I don't know if it still is now, but...
Sensor pod alpha is back online. Klingons are happening! A lot of Klingons!
Klingons are happening.
Shields up! Weapons hot! They're gonna attack! Again!
God, geez, Dr. Dean Chan, to calm your tits, okay?
We're under attack!
Ship is under attack.
Those are House Mokai's ships! We're in big trouble!
I need him to get closer to my grav well. That'll do. Could you not fly out of my grav well? Could you just like stay in it? That would be really nice. Oh, that's why, dueling grav wells. Although the aftershock grav well should not be as strong. It should not be pulling stuff away from the main grav well. It's Starbase 1 on screen.
This is Kensington. Sounds like the Klingons are making a push in that sector. We're sending some backup your way. Command's still analyzing these attacks, trying to figure out what the enemy is up to there. In the meantime, I need you to hold that system and protect the station. Stay sharp out there, and good hunting.
Thank you, Admiral. So next time you do an ISA, don't warp out afterwards, just fly around the map. It should still be as big as it used to. As in, like, you could fly around the planet in the background. It's the Glen.
This is the Glen. Heard you could use some help.
Not really, but we appreciate it.
Has arrived. All ships, fire to disable.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
My Gravwell brings all the boys to the yard.
We could use an assist here. There'll be
Yeah,
time
the
for
Glen.
formalities later. Right now, we've got a problem. Several, actually. The Klingons beamed multiple boarding parties over during the fight. We're a research vessel. Our security forces are getting overwhelmed. If you could send some people over to help, I'd be much obliged.
We're on our way, Captain. Beam over. Alright, let's hope we don't get one shot by Klingons again this time, because that royally sucks. I don't have any damage, good.
Thanks for coming. The captain still has control of the ship. She's waiting for you on the bridge. Unfortunately, the Klingons have several boarding parties between you and the bridge, and they're not taking prisoners.
Understood, stay safe. Okay, that's a bit easier. Well, I spoke too soon. What the hell are they hitting me with? Full auto sweep, full auto sweep. I'm just getting too much aggro. To the bridge. This is gonna be fun. Oh, we got a couple of drones out of it.
You made it. Good. We have a lot of work to do here. The Klingons have done extensive damage, especially to our power systems. Mr. Strahl is doing what he can to get main power back online. Care to give him a hand?
Of course, Captain. Mr. Stahl.
Like the captain said, main power's offline. We're sitting ducks without it, and the Klingons know it. Let's get to work before House Mokai turns us all into trophies. Or lunch.
What do we need to do?
I'll do the heavy lifting. What I need you to do is to bring engineering control to a bridge console, divert the power flow, and enter the new power-up sequence I'm putting together. You got it?
Yeah, sounds simple. Should be able to do it with like a couple of buttons clicks.
Engineering control is transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow. Power flow is diverted.
That's the second click.
The new power-up sequence next.
And that's the third click.
Nice
Easy
work.
peasy lemon squeezy.
Main power is back online. Nice work. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Our next stop's the engineering lab. I need to get our shields back online and secure some classified data down there. Believe me, we don't want the Klingons getting their hands on it.
Right, let's get to the engineering lab. Oh, this guy's still stuck on something. He's stuck on his own shield generator. That's funny. Now here we go. Seem to be singularly focused on me. Oh, that's a nice crit. Come on, guys. Only got to get one drone out of that, unfortunately. You guys want to get up there and like help out? Maybe? Speak with Strahl. But there we go.
How she pulled it off, but that Klingon put a security field up between us.
Yeah, Jewel, she's full of surprises.
The Ja'ula?
Yep, that's her.
This day just keeps getting worse. Look, I need to drop that security field. She's trying to steal that data I told you about on the bridge. We can't let that happen. Watch my back in case any more Klingons pay us a visit.
Work fast, Strahl.
Most impressive, Starfleet. This tech will win the war. This will bring supremacy to my house. I, the Empire.
Wait, what? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field.
Is there more? Check on Strahl. Where are you? Right, I'm checking you out.
Damn,
there.
She's good. Locked me completely out of the security system. I can't get the field down. Fine, she's not the only clever one in the room. Watch my back. I've got an idea. Just need a little more time.
Alright, you'll have it.
Wait, she's dropping the field? Look out! Here she comes! Shields online. They can't beam out now.
Can't see anything that's going on the screen. Oh, it's just. Punched her in the face. All right. What next? Speak with Strahl again. Where are? It's hard to see. There he is.
Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest. Shame, really. It's nice once you get to know it.
Strahl, what's her status here?
Ah, well, I have good news and bad news.
Start with the good news, please.
The good news is I managed to corrupt a number of critical data files before she stole them. There's only 2 people in the galaxy who can figure out that mess now, and neither of them are Klingons.
And the bad news?
The bad news, well, there's plenty of uncorrupted data in there that the Klingons shouldn't have. It was classified for very important reasons. We need to stop her. Of course, if half of what they say about Jula is true.
It is.
Great. Takuvma's sister, one of the deadliest members of House Mokai. Here. Wonderful. Okay. They must be headed to the shuttle bay. I brought the shields back online so they can't beam out. If they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to get creative. Let's head down there before Jula gets any more bright ideas.
What the hell was that thing?
That? You should probably make peace with the words, "it's classified," when it comes to what you just saw. Seriously, don't worry about it. Believe me, we have bigger problems here, starting with Jula. We need to stop her.
Alright, continue. Take the turbo lift to... at least it's like right here. More fighting. Hope you guys are enjoying the music, by the way. Oh, I don't have my ranged weapon, that's why I gotta go punch him. I can still at least I can still vaporize someone if they have the nanite work thingies on them. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to vaporize people. Nice vaporization. Pretty good one there. 2 with 1 shot. They're about to kick my ass. I feel kind of evil for doing all this assimilation bullshit. Stall? Oh, Strahl?
Do you hear that? Engineering, emergency transport of the specimen to containment. You okay? Come on, let's go. We're almost there. We really need to stop Jula.
After that, we're going to have a conversation about that creature
that'll be
doctor.
exciting. Let me add that to my calendar. Right after we stop the insane Klingon with our top secret data. Less monster, more Klingon, okay? Now let's go.
Sure. Maybe not this door.
We're almost
This
to the
door.
bay. Keep moving.
Holy shit, did they toss a lot of grenades. Auto sweep, full auto sweep, full auto sweep, shit. Who is this? Number one is down. Where is number one? That's not number one. I can't see where number one is. Did he die in here somewhere? Shit. Yeah, Jula's plot armor is very, very thick. God damn. Can't even see where my bridge officers are dying. Get vaporized. You just dropped dead. K2, where are you? Okay, he's under the floor here, and that's where number one was. Okay, that's got to be a glitch or something where you can't actually see where your people are. Speak with Strahl.
She stole one of our shuttles. She bypassed deck security, got emergency evacuation clearance, and hotwired one of our shuttles. Unbelievable. If she wasn't trying to kill all of us, I'd be impressed.
Ectoban. I don't know if there's actually any proper guides to Saiju out there. Like I said, it's not a meta thing. But I would go to the STO builds subreddit. One sec. Head over to there, the SEO subreddit, SEO builds subreddit, and just make a post and ask for a guide on Saiju builds or Jusai build. There might be. Don't try to balance. Well, it's actually easier making a Saiju build than it is making a torpedo at Torpsai build. Some of those torpedoes can be quite expensive. But yeah, a pure science build would actually work out really well. A Saiju, really the best Saiju or Jusai would be something that can fit dual heavy cannons. Would be something that can run dual heavy cannons or a dual beam bank build, and those are a bit tough to fly. Mainly because most science abilities have a frontal cone. I'm using beam arrays just because I can pull it off.
stole one of... Well, that's a short...
Yeah, let's beam out. If you have all the reps unlocked.
Klingon reinforcements are warping in. Protect yourself and the station. But we really need to find out where that shuttle carrying the stolen data went. There's a good chance it's on a cloaked ship nearby.
What exactly is that data?
That's classified card here. But you know the drill. Sorry. Take it up with Admiral Kensington if we make it through this. For now, let's focus on those Klingons out there trying to kill us, okay?
Well, yeah, it's you gotta remember not everyone is maxed out in rep. So don't, like, if you're gonna give some advice to someone who's starting out, don't do it from the perspectives of someone who's completed everything. So in that regards, just a simple Saiju or even just a pure science build is a lot easier and cheaper to make. Yeah, just oh, he's got good deeps already. Well, give me a sec. I'll show you what I have. After we finish this mission, I'll show you one of my build. Red Alert Tactical. That was easy. Oh, famous last words. Answer Hill.
I think I know how to find where Ja'ula went.
Explain quickly.
If the shuttle's in range, I can hack into its command matrix and send a self-destruct command. That'll make a big enough boom to reveal the location of the ship she landed on, cloaked or not.
Brilliant. What's the catch?
Yeah, about that. If the shuttle's in a ship, it'll be tough to get a signal through the shields, the jamming, and the cloak. Tough, but not impossible. Get me close enough, I'll make it happen. We just need to start sifting through this big haystack for one angry little needle. Leave that to us. You protect the station.
Well, if it's suboptimal non-meta builds, boy, do I ever have a bunch of builds for you. Understood. Good hunting. We're almost done with this mission, right? Answer the hail.
The plan worked, but Ja'ula's ship was able to go to warp before we could disable it.
So I noticed.
There's still hope. The explosion did a lot of internal damage to that ship. She's leaving a trail we can follow. So, we're going to pursue Ja'ula and clean up our mess. Thanks for all your help here today. If we pull this off, it could make a big difference in the war effort. For all of us.
Good luck, Captain. Alright, depart system. And let's grab this.
You have an idea who we're dealing with now. Ja'ula was a dangerous opponent in the 23rd century, and it won't take her long to adapt to our time. House Mokai was eliminated in 2389 after a century-long blood feud. When Ja'ula learns about this, it won't be pretty. She might find any number of allies within the Empire with grudges to settle as well. Unchecked, it could lead to civil war. Starfleet Intelligence is working with our allies to find Ja'ula and stop her before things get out of hand. I'll be in touch when we know more.
Continue. That was actually it. I'm gonna warp to Soul Space. And I'll bring out my crossfield class. Although I haven't flown it since the update yesterday. We'll see. There's definitely some stuff you can play around with. Actually, let me get rid of the trash here first. Salvage. Yeah, just get rid of that. And what is this? Laser full auto rifle. Let's discard that. Alright, switch ships. We're gonna pull out this ship. So this is a meta that I actually came up with many years ago, which I call the pin and spike build. Hopefully this can remember loadouts. So pin and spike build consists of three main components, which is a gravimetric photon torpedo with torpedo spread 3, dual heavy cannons. Well, usually this is actually a build designed for destroyers, so normally it would be scatter volley 3, but because it's a science ship, it's scatter volley 2. And yeah, it's the regular suite of science consoles. I have 2 Bellum consoles for exotic and control, restorative particle focuser, a temporal disentanglement suite, and an EPG console, or exotic particle field exciter with a control act, and then, you know, hull damage refractor, Delphic terror. I do have this for extra hull capacity and crit severity. And then, like you would normally use tactical consoles to buff the phasers and the photon torpedo. The set, like, you can play around with like the gear that you have here. Deflector, secondary deflector is like pretty much standard. What I'm going for is the revolutionary or the rift set 2-piece, the deflector and the warp core, the Tilly's engine, and I'm also using the Delta Alliance hyper efficient engine for control expertise. It's definitely not, it's not meta for sure, but it works for me. Did my traits fall off? Yes, my traits fell off. God nabbit. So space traits would be checkmate, which gives you projectile damage and exotic damage when you use either one. So you trigger gravity well, it'll buff your torpedoes. Firing torpedoes will buff your exotic damage. I'm not using Electrify. Scroll down a bit here to get to them. Heart of Soul would be nice, but it doesn't fit. Improved Graph well. And then Spore Infuse. Then there is the... Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Hold on. Improved Photonic Officer, which is right here. And the last two traits are Time to Kill. Extra damage when you use Science ability. Stacks, it's like plus 10 and stacks up to 3 times. Very, very nice. And then Withering Barrage for the last one. Or you could pick another thing that buffs Science. For personal traits, I have to go through this again. Good Day to Die. I think I used Deft Cannoneer, Duelist Fever. Actually, I'm not sure if I used Deft Cannoneer, but I'll keep it in there for the moment. Fragment of AI Tech. Inspirational Leader. Oh, I forgot something important here. Bulkhead Technician. Where is it? Here. 3 more, which will be operative, maybe Particle Manipulator, which is, it's just Duelist Fever is actually pretty good. When you and your teammates getting kills will grant you a short duration damage buff. Plus 5 all damage for 10 seconds every time you kill something. Effects stack up to 10 times. Or, yeah, 3 times, sorry. Where were we? We did Particle Manipulator. And then Psychological Warfare to increase the control ability. And last is I used Terran Targeting Systems for the last one. Crit Severity. Which is pretty standard. I think it's pretty standard. Tyler's Duality here. And this we have to dig stuff up. So increase crit severity. Aug's Power Configuration Offensive. Because that gives you a shit ton of power or damage. Then 2 more, which would be Precision and Particle Amplifier. They're a little bit further down. Particle Generator Amplifier and Precision should be down here somewhere. Where I passed it. Right there. The rest of the stuff is still there. So skills, this would be Temporal Operative and Strategist. And I max out Control Expertise and Exotic Particle Generator. If I go into stats, let's see, my Control Expertise is at 423, and if you use the fleet buffs, it's 433. A lot of people will go exotic, will go EPG over Control. I could go 14 days, oh boy. So the reason why I go Control over EPG is because I'm a tactical captain. As a tactical captain, I have so many different ways to buff my damage. It's kind of ridiculous. It drives the science captains insane. So I don't really need to focus that much on the EPG. I can focus on Control and making sure everything is bunched up together. Yeah, my stats are a little low on here compared to some what other people have, but hey, duty officer roster The main thing you want is the matter-antimatter specialist that will chance for gravity wells to knock enemies' engines offline, and the aftershock gravimetric scientist. And for the stations, I have, well, I'll also open up the keybind. It's my keybind here. So photonic officer first, then emergency power to auxiliary, beta scatter volley, and then torpedo spread. I would actually normally put torpedo spread ahead of scatter volley. Chemosite. This is my keybind. Everything else is a clicky or like a button press. But it's pretty much gravity well, stabilizing resonance beam, photonic officer, and then there's also here ionic turbulence. So with the spore infused, it's either science abilities or intel abilities that will trigger it. The only reason that's there is to trigger. This actually, ionic turbulence has two functions. Like casting the ionic turbulence will trigger the spore infused, and once the ionic turbulence lands, it's also an anomaly that will generate the spore infused explosion. So it's got double duty there. So this actually, just using the weapons themselves and not going into the science abilities, does a shit ton of damage. Does a lot of damage. It's not DPS damage though. It is burst damage. You have to keep that in mind since it's using torpedoes or you're using dual heavy cannon. That's the thing with dual heavy cannons, is that they do lots of damage in bursts, but because their cycle is like 2 seconds firing and 2 seconds off, compared to beams which are 4 seconds firing and 1 second off, those extra seconds off will nerf your DPS. You're still doing damage. You're actually doing more damage than beams would, or even what dual beam banks would do. It's the fact that there's a longer period where you're doing 0 damage. It will lower your DPS. So if you look at like the raw damage numbers, dual heavy cannons do significantly more damage. But if you're looking at damage over time, it looks like they do less damage. You basically kill stuff faster, but in an extended fight, if you're parsing it, it looks like you're doing less damage, which is fine. As long as you understand that's what it is. And that a parser that parses DPS will not give you an accurate result of how much damage you're actually doing. This thing will delete stuff in front of it. Thought I disabled the visuals. Why did that pop back up? And it's actually more of an AoE burster. This meta, I developed it. Like I said, I call it pin and spike. This was originally meant for no win scenario, where you know where the enemies are coming from. As soon as they come in, you hit your grav well, you open up your burst, stuff in front of you is gone very, very quickly. No problem, Ectoban. Hopefully that helps. Probably pissed off a lot of people who are into the meta. They're probably face palming and raging, yelling at me, but I don't want to, you know. I use phasers actually, but disruptor would do. Whatever is really, really good for you. It's use of phasers. I use phased biomatter because it actually has an AoE component. It's kind of similar to how Baul weapons work, but not really. See here, it says 2% chance, 2 kilometer radius at target that does phaser damage, 800 to 400k damage, or 4k damage phaser damage. So it does a little burst when you hit it. And then, you know, you got the trilithium with the... Might not have the 2-piece on that. Okay, I messed up here. That should have the 2-piece, but it doesn't matter. advanced inhibiting phaser, and the heavy biomolecular phaser. It works, it does its thing. It's if you have like a good set of dual heavies, then that works as well. Whatever you have that works, you can put in there. Alrighty. Seems we've lost a bunch of people. I think we might have scared them off with all that technical stuff, or either scared them off or pissed them off. One of the two. Which, it's fine, it's fine. We've been at it for 3.5 hours, and I'm getting hungry, so I want to grab something to eat. So let's see who we can raid. Any of my friends, are they streaming? I don't see anyone streaming. Take a look at who's streaming STO. Alright, well, never mind that. You know what? We're gonna raid piece by piece again. So hang out for a second, guys, while we go do the raid. We'll make her sing for us again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope it wasn't too intense. Hopefully it was nice and calming for you guys as intended. We're going to be back. I might, if I have the energy, do a stream again later on tonight. Way later on tonight. I enjoyed having you guys here, by the way. Thank you very much for all the follows, by the way. For those of you who did follow. Let's see, I have Malagen84 followed, Ectoban followed, Vincent Neg followed, Fragrance Free Vaseline follows, Simondius followed. And I can't scroll up any further. Anyway. We're going to go check out piece by piece. So have yourselves a good one, guys, and I'll catch you a little bit later.